It's me. It's Roro.
And we have our finals. We have our winners from the top 4 group race, LittleHerdez and WarehouseJesus, facing off. They made it over Trash Pizza and Respect. They actually both retained their spots from the last top 4, so they're keeping a little streak alive by staying on top.
Oh. It's a little close to home. This is Fresh Face's staff versus Fresh Face, so we're going to duke it out in the finals to win the path format.
Yeah, and we have them all raring up, ready to go.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What in the dead worlds is this?
I'm giving them the heads up. We're going to do a forced start in a moment.
Okay. So
And
no Beast Castle, no Pride Lands, no Halloween Town. Those are like almost the antithesis of the world that you want to be dead. Oh my god.
I will say it does make things interesting because you usually want to shotgun those worlds. So with those being dead, now you have to think, okay, if you lose out on the 3 progression points from Beast Castle, you lose it on the 1 from Pride Lands, and you lose it on the 1 from Halloween Town. You can still do them, because technically those worlds can still have important checks, or sorry, important abilities, but otherwise they're dead. You're not going to get any like important checks like magic, summon drives, any of that. So you have to like weigh those options now.
Right. I feel like some of these you can still actually do the shotgun for because they can have relevant materials. I didn't get to see what they started with.
I don't think they started with anything. Okay, in the shop. Wow, shop's interesting. So WarehouseJesus will actually drag them all for us, so that'll be nice.
What a lad. What a nice guy. making the commentator's job significantly easier. Thank you, Jesus. And both of them deciding to not actually go to Pride Lands.
I feel like the easy spot you make up the points is you just push TR right away.
I agree. What else is there? Like, if you get early tools, you've got the daily fight, you get a town fight in PR, you can quick run Roxas if you're really desperate for progression points. I'm trying to like think of the easiest places to get immediate progression.
Bailey is 1 point. That's one.
Yeah.
So, like, if you look at it, it's Agrabah for 1 point, you do TR for 2 points, and then you do Bailey for 1, and that gets you your first 2 hints.
Yep.
But then after that, it's kind of, you gotta figure out what you want to do.
Right, based on the tools you've collected. Speaking of tools being collected, first room in Agrabah, not really giving a ton. There's a couple of movement I think that we got. We got a dodge roll out of it.
If this was crit, whereas Jesus was dead right there. Silver Rocks do not play games. It's kind of why they teach you to not jump in Bazaar, where LittleHerdez is right now. Yep. You jump once, you can just get hit by a Silver Rock and die. Now, thankfully, this is beginner, so they won't actually die. They'll get close to it.
Oh, that's crazy. One of them picked up MP Haste, the other one picked up MP Haste at the same time.
Okay,
so
I like this.
LittleHerdez really trying to get the levels here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is always appreciated. Already level 4, honestly, or sorry, level 6. Damn, I missed that.
It's kind of some improv. Oh my god, and a negative combo for them.
Geek, what kind of monstrosity did I roll this time? You'll have to wait and find out.
Yeah, that's the best mistake.
Ooh,
That's
light and dark
awesome.
early.
Now we just gotta hope that Geek isn't masochistic and actually gave them a form for that to be usable. I hope you didn't hide those forms from them.
Oh, we'll find out. I will always clarify, I do not look at the spoiler logs until we have a guaranteed win condition. So I have zero idea what's going on. This is great. Ooh, Fantasia as well. It's so strange that they're both finishing at the same time. It's very interesting.
Because it felt like LittleHerdez was kind of ahead at one point, but I think he stopped to level, whereas WarehouseJesus didn't. So they're now exiting the world at about the same time.
I will say your stats are a little better. What is it? 15 strength, 18 magic. It's okay.
Look at that, geek.
Oh, look at that. That light and dark
Hey, that
is
light
not
and darkness
useless.
is kind of not useful anymore. Item boost. Man, this is where is this the world that never was start for me? where is this when I need it?
Well, I don't think you're really gonna get it, because the Masters players will suffer a little bit at the beginning. It's a little rough. Just a little.
Just a little bit.
Alright, we do also have that early picture from the LOD shotgun. LittleHerdez is about to pick it up. Honestly, that may entice you to push it. I feel like with these amount of dead worlds, the likelihood of a proof being in TT slightly goes up, in my opinion. Obviously, that's not necessarily logically true in a way, but like, it feels like it could be.
The alternative that they could do, though, is do all the other shotguns possible before TT to try and get maybe another drive form or two, and then level up your final as you go through TT1 and TT2. And maybe they'll stumble upon Ice Cream in the process. Because thanks to the helpfulness of WarehouseJesus, we know that Ice Cream is not in shop. This intense music seems a little too early for
It's shoutouts to Rainwave.
Shoutouts to Rain. We need to create an AI algorithm for Rainwave to choose the music based on the state of the scene.
Now we are seeing our first visit into SP, though we'll probably see LittleHerdez come up there fairly shortly. They're opting to finally check the shop. I think they literally just checked for membership card and stopped caring. Oh, okay. Immediate Twilight
This is interesting. It is a lot of checks in the first visit.
Ooh, that sucks.
That's
There's a
really
glide
unfortunate.
in the literal second chest, or sorry, the first chest. So if WarehouseJesus goes to TT, they'll have a much faster visit.
I mean, maybe LittleHerdez can salvage it a little bit by collecting Glide in TT1.
Yeah, maybe.
It's not horrible, but man, that Glide 1 is just so slow relative to even Glide 2 when you go through that large Cran Comet.
And something that Masters players will often do is try to do the smaller rooms as much as they can, and then go for the big worlds when they have exhausted pretty much like the easy move. This is obviously still a gamble, though. It's like, oh, you could just look into a glide here, another arrow dodge.
Well, the other thing is, I think TT1 has is one of the worlds that has the largest amount of checks in like the first few rooms. So you could also potentially argue that, well, it's more likely that there is a glide here, so I may as well bum rush it now.
Oh yeah, that's also fair.
I typically subscribe to the first one, where I like to do the tight rooms first, but I get why people do Twilight Town early.
Well, this TT seems to be a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that's literally it. Meanwhile, though, WarehouseJesus picking up a horizontal slash and a thunder here in the first bit of Disney Castle. They're opting to do a save warp. It is generally faster to save warp out and go back to mini directly. I believe it was tested by Doubly Dewey, and he has said that even with max growth, it saves like a second or half a second.
What, if you go through the save portal in the courtyard?
Yeah, or back where the gummy ship like dock is, or whatever you want to call that.
Interesting. I guess I've always just done the corridor because sometimes I show up with a drive form that I can briefly level there. It's interesting.
I think that's like the alternative is like if you do have a form. But if you don't have a form, then just going for the save warp is usually faster or more optimal.
Mini, come on. Now
That was honestly a good push.
Blue balls.
That's still a
it
good
was,
push,
it was
though.
a beautiful push. It was a beautiful push. It would have been perfect had Mini not been a little annoying towards the end there.
Ooh, we got a spicy hint. Very first one from LittleHerdez. So with drives being on paths to non-existence and peace, with only literally the one drive we found, technically we found Automaster, that's not really a form. It's gonna be really hard to see what's on drives to see what it could be hinting. It's gonna be a bit of a struggle, so that's like both good info, but also not good info. It's gonna be hard for them, potentially, to get like any leverage off of that.
Aren't Cage on levels? I missed that.
Yeah, I believe it was level 7 or 9, somewhere, one of those two.
Between 5 and 10, there we go.
Yes.
Now, are we going to see I don't know if we're going to see an immediate TT1 push. Oh, we are!
Ooh, okay. This is very bold. I feel like this is such an interesting choice to do this right away, especially when you haven't done some of your other shotguns. You haven't done Rampart of Port Royal. You haven't done Disney Castle, Courtyard.
Not 100 Acre.
Yeah.
Not Space Paranoids. The issue is, like, it's not going to take LittleHerdez that much time, but, like, even having a single fire or... Like, what's even, even a thunder would be kind of neat here. Like, for when the soldiers spawn out pretty far away.
Yeah, the one strat you can do for Tower, which somewhat helps you, is you do Thunder, and then go straight to... Or, sorry, Thunder, then go straight for a ground finisher. Or, sorry, a regular final form ground finisher. Clarify. Because, yeah, this spinning attack that LittleHerdez just did is honestly pretty insane for clearing out enemies.
And honestly, the shadows cooperated.
Shadows. Yeah.
Those shadows cooperated. That's crazy. My guess is LittleHerdez just didn't want to have the indecisiveness of leaving, and it gives a progression point, and you have the KT2 unlock anyways, so you may as well put... Oh my god!
Okay. So... so that means
He's gonna
forms.
watch this back.
There's Ice Cream, and DCTR is done. Okay.
Oh my god.
So...
finishing plus, too.
Wow, this is a lot of good stuff.
We had
so
a lot
that
of
means...
transpire in 2 seconds there.
Yeah, so for us as viewers, that does mean that LOD has to be hinted for peace. That also means DC Thomas River has to be hinted for peace as well.
Doesn't that mean that Valor form has to be on drives?
It's Valor or Limit on drives.
Oh, right. Limit also points to Twilight Town.
So honestly, with just that being on drives, there's a chance Taunt Existence maybe could be drives as well.
Yeah, it's almost impossible to tell.
Yeah, but that's like a possibility you have to keep in mind.
Right. Well, also, all of these worlds are going to be somewhat... some of these worlds have to be kind of inflated. Also, by the way, Warehouse just done another finishing plus, because, apparently 2 wasn't enough. But some of these worlds are going to be way too inflated because all the checks that would normally go to Pride Lands, Beast Castle, and Halloween Town have to go somewhere.
Oh, I missed this, but WarehouseJesus does find Wisdom form in HB. Once again, another form. If they actually might force Final before they go at The World Ever Was, which is going to be really funny.
Yeah, Earth. I don't know about it being a pretty high chance, but it is still possible that it is a double-proof Twilight Town because we only have one hint, and if they are indeed in the same world, then peace and non-existence will be hinted pairwise, meaning that you won't be. Well, they'll be hinted pairwise for the Valor limit and the picture ice cream.
Alright, ooh, that's a spicy hint. WarehouseJesus got the second hint. Sora's heart has no path to the light, and there's a torn page. So every page world is dead.
A lot of worlds. Although, 2 of them... No, only 1, right? I need to pull up this image. It's been a while.
It's okay. 2 of them at the beginning of the seed were already eliminated. Sorry, 1 was. Pride
One
Lands.
was, right. That's what I thought. Pride Lands, yeah.
But...
So that's a lot of worlds eliminated.
Yeah. WarehouseJesus has cleared through Disney Castle TR already. It's already blue. And then now we know HB is confirmed dead. Now we know LOD is confirmed dead, and as well as 100 Acre. So it's honestly pretty good.
How far do you think Warehouse is going? Is it just first 3? First 3, okay.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's okay if you push past and go for all the chests before the, whatchamacallit, Halloween Town fight. Ooh, okay, so WarehouseJesus is gonna force final right now.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a good play.
Unfortunately for LittleHerdez, this point that he's gonna get is going to basically say that he's wasting time in 100 Acre.
Oh, that's actually really funny. They're gonna get the hint that tells them that 100 Acre is dead.
Exactly.
That sucks.
And unfortunately, because WarehouseJesus also has the ice cream, he might just make a bum rush for Twilight Town.
I probably would too. We'll clarify. He did actually.
No. Go ahead,
he did force it in the second fastest spot. The enemies spawned pretty damn fast in that specific room because they're just like right there. Yeah, it sucks that he forced it when final is just so readily accessible in the one it was, but I agree with the choice to force it.
The commentator's curse in me wants him to go to the world that never was right now and just collect it and just tune into the audio. Go to the world that never was, Jesus. I want to see your reaction.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, he's going TT. We're good. Oh yeah, I forgot to acknowledge that they got a money pouch. Also useful. Now granted, I don't think any of those except... Well, okay, the Skill and Crossbones, Battlefields of War, and Identity Disc are like the only discs that unlocks that they would probably actually purchase.
Right. I don't think that WarehouseJesus is going to consider that purchase until either he gets a hint to do it or he clears TT3, whichever comes first.
Yeah, I feel like you need a hint to convince yourself that it's worth it.
I can't imagine LittleHerdez is incentivized to push TR. Like if you need
that
the
actually
progression.
is. That's actually super unfortunate of a point that you just brought up. That because they just found out that TR is dead, they actually won't get that ice cream.
Oh,
and
crap.
if there is a double proof in TT, then they're kind of shit out of luck. They're also losing out on 2 easy progression points that they could have potentially gotten way sooner if they just routed different.
God.
So routing choices, you kind of definitely have to adapt. And I will say, if it does get hinted to peace and non-existence in Disney Timeless River, you might consider going back if your Herdez.
Yeah. There's just so many worlds that they still haven't really pushed that deep into that I think it's too early for me to tell what they're thinking. They surprisingly haven't collected all that much in the grand scheme of things. They've collected, what, like 7 checks between the 2 of them, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. like 8 checks between the two of them.
And so now this is really going to be the interesting part of where do you choose to go. I think the sort of last resort spot you can potentially think about is doing, what is it, Twilight Town 2? If you're LittleHerdez. If you're WarehouseJesus, you probably just push all of it if you really wanted. The other solution, I think, is you maybe consider quick running Roxas for the early 2 points.
To bring that up.
What other progression do you think is good?
What? I was about to ask you about the quick running Roxas. I know that we found one negative combo. I don't think we found the other one, which would be a nice way to, an alternative way to get through Roxas. Quick running Roxas is also not a terrible strat. We also have horizontal slash from Disney Castle. And both players do have final form that is at level 3 and 4 respectively. If they find like a fire or a magnet, they both have finishing plus. So like they have the tools to get through the Golden number 1 for some decent progression.
Well, we are seeing LittleHerdez do TT2. This is 2 progression points, so you will get your 3rd hint. Other than that, I feel like maybe some plays you consider would maybe just be Port Royal. It seems like the last easy thing to do.
You don't really have enough magnets or mob control for OC or LOD at the moment. STT just feels like a slog. Glide 2 is fast enough, but you don't have Turn Me Limit or Limit Form. Ooh! What a hint!
Okay. Well, we already know that it can't be the Cure. Because every Cure world is dead. So what can... Man, so that's unfortunate actually for HerDez that you
LittleHerdez literally is just locked out of information. Oh, okay. I think he's still locked out of information because that doesn't quite.
Yeah, that actually.
What the heck?
That actually literally does nothing. That's fantastic.
Who just pooed all over us with that? What the fuck? Oh.
I feel like WarehouseJesus should commit to this.
I don't envision a world where WarehouseJesus doesn't just go straight to PC3 at this point, right? You have... Does he have an experience boost?
No, he does not. I believe neither of them do.
I mean, even then, it's just so many checks, you know?
Taser 2, we don't have enough info to determine if non-existence is an STT. It could be, but it could also just be, there could be like a magnet on drives, meaning to whatever it was, Halloween Town has it. It could be a pan on drives. There could be another drive on drives, so it could be a drives. So there's too much open right now to currently tell where things could be. The only thing that we can conclude is that Valor or Limit is guaranteed on drives. That's literally the only thing we can for sure say.
You can't really say anything for sure about a world until it's good. Or you've already eliminated like what the other items, like for example, Torn Page can be eliminated in Twilight Town because we got a similar hint in levels. Yeah, if DC is a later hint, as you suspect, Earth, this is going to be very tragic for LittleHerdez.
Oh wow, an early Thunder in Port Royal Town. The Thundara for Port Royal is pretty nice.
Yeah, I think it's enough to one-shot all of our pirates here.
Well, yeah, with 29 magic, for sure. I think maybe it's like 24, 23 maybe a beginner is just good enough with just Thunder. With Thundara, you're sitting really great. Yo, Sonic, thanks to the raid. Appreciate it. You're here just in time to watch the Path Finals for our Wayfinders division. Alright, we are seeing the TT3. I don't know if we'll see Mansion. We could. Oh, wow.
Oh my god!
Oh, no.
Bro!
That's
Berserk
awful.
Charge for Berserk Hori. Bro, I
Now, we already know that membership card can't point to it, but there's always worlds where it's on drives and like membership card, or sorry, HB has a form or something that's required for it. There's always chain logic stuff like that to always consider. So having the membership card is kind of nice.
It's just like, man, give LittleHerdez a chance to catch up. Like, poor guy. Like, he's not doing anything wrong and he's just getting punished.
Alright, so whatever points to connections is in the mansion.
Oh!
Wow, limit form! Oh my god,
he
that
found
auto...
the limit form by using Auto Valor.
That's kind of clutch. I think you might, at this point, with where LittleHerdez is using limit here, I think you run out of limit gauge unless you're very, very like passive right now. Gotta sort of keep that in mind.
Can he pop a drive recovery before going into any further fight?
Yeah, they could. I don't know if they have any. I mean, you
They're
can
in
just
the
buy
shop
them.
though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure if he'll... Well, actually, there is a shop directly on the way, but there's a shop right before you do the barrels game. Oh my god, and Magniferous. Okay. LittleHerdez has some compensation here. I was starting to feel bad for the guy.
So you actually have a Combo Master, I believe, and Negative Combo. So you can do OC with that. It's now an option.
That is true. That limit form also makes Cerberus go down pretty easy. The chain logic is...
Okay, so we are seeing the TT3 push, or for the mansion push. Your level 1 stats. Now granted, this is beginner, so you do have a slightly higher damage multiplier. But still, it's gonna be a little bit rough.
Well, even if it's rough, this is just absolutely necessary, because if WarehouseJesus completes TT3, and let's say it turns out to be a double-proof TT, WarehouseJesus has complete information.
Oh yeah,
like if
sure.
there's only one more check and there's a proof here, TT3, I can't imagine a world where LittleHerdez is going to be able to catch up, unfortunately, just because like the timing of the hints could not have been worse for LittleHerdez.
Okay, oh, we have our next hint actually. STT on path to connection.
Okay. The TTs are twinning.
Well, that does mean that STT is dead for proof. Yeah, is dead for proofs. They find explosion here. Man, PR is kind of paying out.
Wait, how did you deduce that STT is not dead for proofs?
Well, we know where limit is. Limit has to be on drives and Valor, and it's not on the path.
Oh, right.
Or, sorry.
Right.
Yeah, it's not connection based. Or... Wait, actually, wait.
Wait, yeah, that doesn't make sense.
No, never mind. I'm thinking something else. I was thinking levels for some reason. Never mind. Disregard.
Yeah. Magnet. Oh,
okay. So that magnet now means that Port Royal, or the world never was, guarantees has a proof.
And LittleHerdez has made his way through the first visit of Port Royal and has access to Port Royal 2. Or maybe he has put it in there? I don't know if he actually purchased it. I think he did.
I don't know.
Is he gonna go right back in? He's going right back
They're
in.
good.
Okay. I think if I'm WarehouseJesus here, I have complete information. I'm gonna go do Port Royal. Yeah, I don't know if you have quite enough to do the... You have Berserk Quarry, though. Oh, man. It's so tempting to go do the world that never was right now with that Berserk Quarry.
Yeah, I will say the objectively safe approach is to just do the world never was, because if it's not in the world never was, then it has to be PR. And the world never was is always the world you must always beat in these 3 proof settings. So doing the guaranteed versus the unsure is always a risk. At least for WarehouseJesus, it's a risk for them.
Right.
For Herdez, you're just pushing this because you're already this far, might as well.
It's good progression. Don't have access to TT3. You're looking for something to break the seat open.
So now this just leaves, where can non-existence be? We haven't seen Second Chance or Once More, so it could be Levels, still could be Drive, still could be STT, still can be OC, still could be SP, or Reflectless.
Oh, for a Reflect, you mean, okay.
Oh, okay, so the proof is actually guaranteed in PR. So this will work out for WarehouseJesus. We did just get our hint that says Creations is on path to connection. So as viewers, we have the full knowledge that it has to be here in PR.
So LittleHerdez will get this proof.
Well, maybe. Depends if it's on GR2.
Oh yeah, you think that he might leave on... Have Thunder... Oh, but he doesn't have Final Form. Right? No, he does have Final Form. What am I talking about? So he might just do GR2.
Oh, never mind. It's just right here. Okay. We're okay.
Okay. Well... Oh, man.
Alright, so this works out. Unfortunately, they don't have... Oh, Stitch. Okay. I don't know if they have solid info that the World Never Was is dead. Like, they... Yeah, as far as I'm aware, they don't have that info, so they might just push this now.
I would too. It's good progression. You're gonna have to do it anyways. LittleHerdez in particular has Limit Form, and a strength set that's not...
Ooh.
What?
I respect this, but this is also very spooky of a play.
Can you fill me in? I'm not following why this is being done.
I think this might just be like an anti-meta choice to just do it right away. You do have limits, so it speeds it up, right? But I feel like you're just placing all your cards on just doing it right now.
Oh wait, okay, sorry. I just was missing it altogether. I missed the drive hint, so non-existence is being hinted by limit form. I'm like, why is he doing this? I just put 2 and 2 together. I'm so dumb. I was just like, this was akin to KH2 Isu just pushing STT first thing in the qualifier of a fresh face. What's going on here? This makes a lot more sense now. Oh, okay.
At worst, you get Pan. I think that's literally the worst thing you get here, and it's done.
Yeah, there's progression that you also get from doing it. You have a glide too, which makes it not as bad.
I think the one thing that you can get from this is because you know where Connections is, anything here that you get will point to a dead world.
That's true.
Unless it's just Pan, in which case, never mind.
Although, I gotta be honest with you, Geek, we're running out of dead worlds.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure how many things STT is gonna have.
STT could maybe have a Thunder? Actually, wait. No, it could have a
Thunder points to OC, LOD, and Prideland, so I suppose it could have a Thunder, but...
Oh, wait. No, it can't. I just realized the creations as what is it? Battlefields of... Oh, okay. So yeah, I think LittleHerdez is on the right track. It's either STT or Drives, then. Because if you look at everything they've eliminated, which is all correct, then that actually just does mean that those are the only worlds left. Levels...
Why is Levels eliminated?
Levels is not eliminated.
So Levels, Drive Levels, and SPT is what is left.
Yeah. I don't know if it can. We haven't seen any other non-existence, and just because of that alone, you don't have complete info if Levels can.
No, you don't.
Yeah, because we already know that, what is it? SP is dead, and OC is dead from Creation's hints being resolved.
See,
yeah, so I think that's it. Go on.
I was gonna say, I like this play, but this is one way for LittleHerdez to basically rule out a world that's still on the table. But I wonder if it's equally valid to maybe go to screens or something, get your levels, because he does have Stitch. Admittedly, not a great way to like get the. You have Magnet Burst and negative combo with Combo Master, so you. Oh, and I missed that we have Explosion as well. So you have a way to bring your strength above the floor, and you have Limit Form. So you could start your climb up the tower and get multiple progression points in the process. That could also help you figure out whether it's levels or drive levels, or SCT.
Right, I agree with that. I think it's, at this point, we're coming down to just player preference.
Right.
But that is for sure one approach, is making sure you just power level and then push all the progression points. Alright, so we will get our next hint right here. Okay, so that means I believe Valor form now has to be somewhere in... what is it? What's the place called? 100 Acre, there we go. That doesn't change too much necessarily.
Though it does kind of increase the odds that they're paired together again.
Yeah. So it feels
there's
like...
got to be some sort of pairing between 100 Acre and Drives. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. So we still need one more hint, but it's looking very likely that it could just be an STT. It's getting...
It's not off the table that like Second Chance Once More is on Drives and 100 Acre. Like that'd be
very funny.
It'd be very funny. Right. We just don't have enough information, unfortunately. This is working out quite well for LittleHerdez, given how catastrophic this could have been. That TT3 access is no longer needed. Unless, I don't want to comment to description, maybe there is something in HB that we still might need down the road.
I think the worst thing that we'll need is if it's a proof on Drives. There we go. Hard for me to say. Alright, so we do pick up a magnet from Timeless River, or sorry, from SCT. So that unfortunately doesn't tell us any new info.
The world's not dead. There's still time.
Could be a pan here.
Isn't there a progression point for finishing Setzer as well?
Yes. So Herdez will be at 3 points by the end of this, which is fortunately one short. Your next progression point in SCT is actually just all the way in Mansion by the beam. Alright. So nothing from no reward or no important checks from the Setzer fight. Now we get to go to day 5. I will say, I'm curious what WarehouseJesus does. You could opt to just do the Whatever Was right away, or power level. Your options are very open. Yeah, that is also the big problem right now.
My bet is Screams, honestly.
Oh, I like this. Okay, he has yet to shotgun this, so he's realizing... Yeah, he's realizing, okay, maybe I should see. Okay, wow. That's so unfortunate. That literally tells us nothing.
That it means it's levels or drive levels.
That would be really, really funny if it actually is just on drives. Or sorry, if it is just on levels and it's Second Chance Once More.
Let it be on level 30.
Wow!
Ooh! Reflect was no longer.
Oh, hey!
No way! Is that you could still see Once More Second Chance! The dream is alive! And it could be on level.
Okay, that's a little bit silly.
Alright, I predict, chat, Second Chance is on Master 2. Someone go Auto Master to prove me wrong.
Oh, hey, WarehouseJesus.
Do your shotgun.
Alright, so he's gonna do Roxas. His stats are so good. It's just a shame that you literally don't have a Reflect, so you're kind of in a really awkward spot.
Very awkward.
Yeah, he's just gonna go for a quick run.
And he doesn't have the information that LittleHerdez have that Once More is an 100 Acre. Obviously that Reflect hurts, but the info about that Once More... This Roxas is really unfortunate for WarehouseJesus, because WarehouseJesus just barely avoided like all of the things that would be helpful for this. Reflect, Once More, and Limit Form. All things that LittleHerdez has.
Ooh, unfortunately. Change your camera. So in positions like these, in my opinion, you should unlock on. So that way you have full control over your camera proper.
Okay, this looks like he's recovering.
Yeah, you can find the god angle so that you are hitting him almost as optimally as you can. It's definitely really tough to find the angle though, especially if you don't move your camera. Alright, he seems like he's got it.
I'm holding my breath. I don't want to be responsible for any commentators cursing.
So we do see LittleHerdez opting to go level right now, for current choice. With as much info as you have, you basically have to level, I feel like, at this point, because you don't have any forms to level anymore. Like, okay, you can level Wisdom 1. But that's
you don't have any forms to level, and you're about to go do the World That Never Was anyway, so if it levels is also a potential place for a proof, it's just all the more incentive to go get the levels before you start climbing.
Oh, I guess they do have XP boost, and I missed it. Where was
I thought
that?
they did too, but I don't remember where it was.
I've been staring at so many seeds as of late that I've kind of like.
I'm trying to remember where they got it.
Was
it on levels?
They shouldn't have it.
Let's see. We'll be able to see very easily if wait, that's not EXP. That's not.
No,
EXP.
it's not.
Oh no, LittleHerdez. I think LittleHerdez just noticed that he doesn't have the EXP boost either.
Oh wait, maybe. I'm trying to remember which this specific room.
Watch him get EXP boost right on screens. Also, 2 Hewers post Roxas. So Berserk Hori is basically on the table for WarehouseJesus. I think 102 is the base EXP, because it's 70... I want to say 76 on crit. So this looks like not EXP boosting. But all that being said, still decent levels being acquired here. He's basically caught up with the WarehouseJesus on levels and still has a minute to go. Magnet Explosion putting in work here.
That's a lot of cures, actually, from WarehouseJesus. Yeah. That's really funny. Man, this is definitely going to be, like, very much in LittleHerdez's favor, just because that one reflect alone.
Exactly.
Yeah, unless you're, like, super comfy with doing all these fights reflectless, that's, like, a super huge advantage every time.
Well, one thing that that WarehouseJesus does have going for him is that once LittleHerdez is done with screens, WarehouseJesus will have beaten him the castle potentially. Anything could still go wrong, but it's also a nice place to level. So he'll basically be further along the castle climb, and we'll probably catch up in level. So this is actually still fairly close. Oh my god!
Never mind.
Flare.
Now, the question is, if you know how to use Duck, and if you can come to. We do have that hint as well. SP is on passive connection, so Panner Magnets is located here as well. Another reflect. No, man, I feel so bad. If WarehouseJesus is just leveled, he'd at least have one reflect.
The turntables. First LittleHerdez didn't have the thing that we needed now. Now WarehouseJesus doesn't have the thing that he needs. LittleHerdez just pulled out a whole Uno reverse card on this scene.
Their stats are looking great. 43 strength, 46 magic. You're kind of sitting really pretty.
I think we're going to see Berserk Hori from WarehouseJesus, yeah?
Yeah, they took off MP hastes. Ooh, okay. You gotta get close. Gotta go for an attack. Okay, he's waiting it out, which is definitely spooky. He waited out way too much, then Zigbar can just opt to break out of the room. Run that risk a little bit. So, like, if you mess up and drop the Hori, you risk that he just breaks out. He should be able to kill on this one, though.
Even if not, an emergency final form should do it. Nicely done.
Now, there is a chance there is a reflect somewhere in the world never was.
Oh, this is a clean Roxas from LittleHerdez.
Oh my god, that finisher.
Oh my god, just...
That did a whole bar.
Bye-bye, Roxas! It was nice knowing you. Oh my god, didn't get a word in edgewise.
Jesus, that Zantetsuken did one whole bar.
Oh my god, they don't even have a fire to level up the... Oh god, that's gross.
I feel like you're okay, though. Thunder is fine. Although if you're talking about fire for Syx, then it's for sure a nuisance. You could actually... So it's very specific to beginner because of the damage multiplier and how it works out. But you can literally just 0 to death Syx and Luxord with just limit alone. With their drive, specifically 8 drive, you can do double limit in 0 to death, both of those fights.
Yep.
Same thing with Xemnas, technically. It has its like slight quirks though. Now, unfortunately, WarehouseJesus does not have that limit form, so they will have to settle for just harder. Well, man, just in a really bad spot. If they had limit, I feel like a little bit better.
Yeah,
but
well,
no limit, no reflect is super rough.
You're not even likely to get that limit either, because it was on auto valor, mind you. Like this deep in a seed, I'm not thinking, oh yeah, let me go level my auto valor. Although drives is open, so maybe. I would argue that LittleHerdez has a lot more going for him right now, but WarehouseJesus can easily turn this around. He is further up the castle climb. He can get levels as he's climbing further in the castle. He just has fewer tools.
I mean, so far, he's doing a pretty good job. I believe this is DM now.
Yeah, you kind of have to take it. It's really awkward. If maybe we took off our high jump, maybe we could have done the 1-2 until he died. But it's really scary.
The issue specifically with what happened with WarehouseJesus is that Luxord was already going to be in a wake-up animation, and you need to do a finisher hit. So doing just a simple air combo, like the 2-hit air combo, would not break him out. You would have to land a finisher. And you kind of have to have that cognizance or understanding of that fight to sort of realize that. It's definitely a weird thing to pick up.
Agreed. So they both left the fight at the same time. So WarehouseJesus is one fight ahead right now.
Now, I will say, this lead might not last that long. You do have the double limit access for Herdez.
That's true. And reflects. The double reflect access as well. Yeah, that access is kind of important too. Refreshing your screen. Yeah, that's better.
Ah, this is so scary for WarehouseJesus. Literally, you just have to sit here and guard.
We have final.
Oh, Syx, why? Syx, stop. Yeah, he does have final. Maybe he's opting to try to use it as late as he can.
Right.
Ooh, okay, he grabs it a tiny bit early. Okay, cool. He does delay it. Yeah, that's honestly a very, very good thing that he did. It's kind of weird to realize, but you can just delay the other parts of that Berserk Hammer RC. I just realized, unfortunately for WarehouseJesus, Donald is dead. Ooh, okay. So this is not going to work out. Oh, it worked?
Oh,
wow.
Okay,
he did break out.
He didn't. The animation didn't finish.
Nah, I think he fell out because he was too low. I think that was what happened.
I think so. Like this horizontal move that Sword does didn't clip sides.
Ooh, Herdez, you gotta be careful with that. So now Luxord is in DM range. Oh, that is so scary. I would have done that. Yeah, you can't do that. For like 90% of bosses, you literally can't do 2-hit or ground hits and then throw an ether safely.
Donald, we need you to wake up because if Sykes somehow DMs, because no, he's not gonna do it. Okay. Warehouse just needs one more combo. I think we're good, maybe. Nice. Okay. Cool. I was scared that he was gonna go back into his invulnerable state. Okay.
Oh, there's still a fight difference, a whole fight difference again.
Yeah, the unfortunate limit form usage on the end of Luxord there. Boss LittleHerdez there, but I think the science is just unfortunate. It's very difficult for that to go slower when you have both limit and final. I'm assuming we're seeing some levels here. Nice.
Alright, Herdez, what do you do here? Just keep it basic? Oh yeah, he's keeping it basic. That's fine. Alright, so you should go to limit after this. Let's X attack one more time. Easy peasy. Throws the ether for good luck.
Pop the ether for just in case. Nicely done.
Yeah, I will say that is actually really good muscle memory. You're like, oh man, I wasted ether. So Roro, we just got our next hint.
I didn't notice that.
LittleHerdez's stream.
Ooh, is it that Port Oil is not on the path?
No, it is Hollow Bastion is on path to non-existence.
Oh, there we go. Oh, so that means they damn.
So it is on drives.
No.
So now we have to do dry form hunting. Technically that's not true. They have, I believe, Auto Master. Herdez can level Auto Valor to 5. But honestly,
whoa, wait.
This is looking.
This could
pretty
be
tough.
catastrophic for LittleHerdez though, because LittleHerdez doesn't have membership card.
Now they do know where Ice Cream is, so that may lead them in the right direction. But you're absolutely right. The membership card literally can be absolutely anywhere because it's unhinted.
They don't know for certain where Ice Cream is because we don't know where.
No. Well, sorry. They do have the hint for Disney Castle. Disney Castle
right,
is
but
on
that
path
could
to
be
peace.
pointing to Valor Form from LittleHerdez's perspective, right?
I feel like no, because of the non-existence and peace hint from 100 Acre. Unless 100 Acre is Master and Ice Cream, something like that. That's like, or Valor Ice Cream, Master Ice Cream, one of those combinations. I feel like you can maybe safely assume that it has to be Ice Cream in Timeless River.
Oh, right, because otherwise we would get the non-existence hit there too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, if you want to look at it objectively though, from Herdez's perspective only, 100 Acre is either Valor Form or either Valor Form or Master Ice Cream. One of those two. Taser 2 Master Form has to be guaranteed hinted somewhere. it will be hinted by non-existence, but as far as we know, we have zero idea where it can, because it's not hinted.
Nice building skip from LittleHerdez as well. Effectively catching up, closing the gap quite a bit for Castlefine against WarehouseJesus. Agrabah. This is interesting. Oh, nope, we're not going Agrabah.
Yeah, at this point, you're like kind of like in a panic state of where do I go?
Yeah, I would be losing my mind over here. Yep, Sonic is right. So LittleHerdez could deduce where ice cream is, but that's even assuming that LittleHerdez currently wants to go get the ice cream, which for now I think is not priority number one. It's not yet.
Oh, he's gonna level Valor, I think, right now. Either Valor or Auto Master.
Auto Master would have to be the Gamblers, right, in Luxor's?
Yeah. Okay, good job, LittleHerdez. The small subtle thing that always trips people up is if you're trying to level on auto here, Riku will heal you, and he will ruin your day. So, yep. LittleHerdez subbed out Riku for Goofy. Or sorry, for Donald.
Have Donald cure on. Oh, Donald's dead. There we go.
That would have been so bad. Alright, it does have Valor, so we'll be able to get to level 5 here. I don't think they won't get it, because the hit count is not too high. Yep. Alright, we got a seed. We got a seed so far. So there's WarehouseJesus first reflect. Honestly, I will say he had a very impressive 108, or sorry, the one was without a reflect. It's very good.
Agreed. But he's probably kicking himself, being like, "Oh, come on, man! I just got."
Oh, is he gonna level right now? I think he might actually consider it.
Yeah, from
okay, interesting choice.
Well, that's his only point right now, right? Like, he doesn't have the limit form on drives that hints the drives. He doesn't have the non-existence hint on Mission either, which is the very hint.
Right, I think so. Where WarehouseJesus is thinking is we kind of thought about it earlier, what you also thought. The once more, it's like, oh, it could be on levels, so let's grind levels. I think that might be the position we're in from his perspective. Meanwhile, from Herdez, I think Herdez is just pushing random stuff for membership card or something. At this point, you kind of have zero idea where it's to go. And you're right there at your next hint. You're 4 points, 4 out of 5 points. So doing hostile program for 2 points, pretty good idea. I like it.
I think that the competing claim might be like, why are you doing Space Paranoids when you could do Agrabah, which could still have Master? But I guess like you can just get those 2 points so quickly, and we get that OC also does not have a drive form. So that leaves only what? That only leaves Agrabah and HB, right?
Yeah, Agrabah, HB, and technically drives could have another
LOD.
drive. Actually, wait, no, drives can't.
What about LOD?
Actually, yeah, LOD is a good place as well.
I forgot it existed.
We all forget someone. It happens.
Brayden's gonna come in here and yell at me. How could you forget LOD?
All I'll say is, at least you had to play a Pathfinder seed. That's all I could ever ask for.
This is a great seed for Grand Final. I love it.
See, you're gonna say that, and then it's gonna be on a Form 7, and we're gonna be like, man, this is awful. Why'd you roll this?
Yeah, give it time. Let's live in a state of ignorant bliss for a little while longer.
Now, my question is, I'm pretty sure they have Auto Master. I feel like they have to, right?
I don't actually know.
No, they have Auto Master. I'm surprised that Herdez hasn't opted to check it.
I'm not 100% sure if LittleHerdez is aware that the Gamblers respawn in Luxord's room. Because if you don't know that, right, where exactly is the best place to level Master Form? You don't have TT3 access. You don't have
oh
core
my god.
access.
well, never mind Automaster, but now you level. you just go for it.
That's why he didn't use Automaster.
Oh my god.
He answered your question right for you. He's like, give me a minute, I'll explain why I'm not using Automaster.
Now we still have the problem of where to level Master.
That is true.
Okay. Do you have a drive converter though? That's the main problem.
It doesn't matter, he's gonna get ice cream out of this.
Oh, okay. Very, very smart choice from LittleHerdez.
Wisdom.
So he was actually about to do the mini escort, then probably realized I should level Wisdom before I get a far spawn. Because you're right here. Might as well just level.
Right. The unfortunate thing though is, can you realistically level auto Valor here? Like well no, you could always just do that in the one that was too.
Yeah, you probably go back to the one that was, unfortunately. Alright, so he is pushing TR. Honestly, I think it's fine. It's okay. Like, with the knowledge you have, it's something.
The Master Form, if he has a drive converter, which I'm not 100% sure that he does, but if he has one, the Windows fights drop enough orbs to probably get up to 2, 3, maybe even 4. If he has, like, maybe a jackpot and a drive converter.
You could also just opt to level on the bolt towers in the giant hallway here. And I feel bad for WarehouseJesus. He is still working on levels, which again, with his knowledge, it's a good play. I like it. Oh, he just got the level! Okay, so now he's done. He realized, okay, levels are dead, I should leave. And now, from his perspective, his options are still, unfortunately, STT or drives. Nothing really has changed.
Is he incentivized to do STT based on what we know from 100 Acre? He's gonna keep going,
he is going
for more
back.
info.
Actually,
honestly,
he doesn't have. No, he's missing a page. Oh no, he does have a third page. Never mind.
I think, to my knowledge, they should have the same 3 pages.
Yes, they do. I was misremembering that a page was on levels. And I will say the one unfortunate thing is that it's like the speed of how LittleHerdez has been playing has been so much higher than WarehouseJesus. You can tell because of the progression points. LittleHerdez is about to get close to their 12th hint. Meanwhile, WarehouseJesus is just barely starting their 9th hint, or is barely into their 9th hint, going towards their 10th.
Not very many orbs being dropped over here, so it looks like they don't have a drive converter. Alright, not Master 2. What new info is WarehouseJesus gonna get? You gonna find Valor form?
I have a feeling this is we're here for the long haul.
Wait, doesn't it have to be Valor form in it has to be Valor form in 100 Acre.
So with combined info, it is guaranteed. Yes. With combined info from all streams.
You don't need combined info. You can just look at LittleHerdez. There's only one drive form left and one non-existent.
Oh wait, sorry. Now they do, yeah. Before they got Master, it was technically up in the air.
Right.
But now, yes, we have full info. So WarehouseJesus is going to STT now, which is still a good play based on the knowledge you have. Just unfortunate it's a wrong play. That's also a very interesting thing to note, though, that Valor form is in Spooky Cave or in Starry Hill.
So you might need to still find those pages.
Yeah, we might be here for a little
Imagine
while.
pages on like Master 6.
Oh no.
I mean, at least that'd be on the way, right? Like, what would be like really unideal? Like Page on Zexion or something? Go in a completely opposite. It cannot be a level 50 Page, Chris Mack. Warehouse film drives, or I mean levels. I mean.
Alright, so Herdez finally picks up ice cream. I wonder if they're incentivized to do TT. I feel like you just ignore it. Yeah, okay, you're working on drives. I respect a little bit of it right now. Aside from, like, the potential, oh, it's worst case scenario on torn pages, then, like, doing TT might not be, like, the best choice.
I think that the first window, the leftmost one, drops a lot of drive orbs, so I think LittleHerdez might do that fight first. No, we're leaving and going where? Going back out here to level master. Okay. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that leftmost, I think it's the construction. Wait, oh, did we get a drive? Oh! Sure, give him another reflect, why don't you? When did we collect the drive converter? Did I miss it? Oh, he's gone. Before Pete? Okay, thank you. Okay, so we have Final 5. So Final 6 is our next stop. And Auto Valor 6 is also on the table. Oh, he's going to TT3 for... Interesting choice. I wonder why he's not just going back to the world that never was to get the levels. Big DNF his own commentary stream.
Listen, I had to leave and answer an important phone call. But in any case, I like that LittleHerdez is pushing into TT3. Again, we know it's the wrong choice, but it is a good choice, in my opinion. You're looking for just anything.
Well, I was wondering why not. He was already in the world that never was, and you can get both Auto Valor and Final there. So I was wondering why TT was the choice.
You're probably just doing this for the gamblers, I would say, which is kind of unfortunate because there's the knowledge check of the gamblers that are in the underground. Those guys are your friends. Because I feel like there's just certain things, it's like, you hear all the time, it's like, oh, you should always go do, what is it? You should always go to Mansion, because you can level that, or you can level Master there. But then certain spots get overlooked in exchange of just having that info spread all the time.
Did he skip all the chests in TT in, like, the underway?
Did. Which is kind of unfortunate, because he's missing
out
on a
magnet.
Watch.
We've been constantly sitting...
Go ahead.
Oh wait, no, we know it's here. Never mind, it can't pay off.
Well, the membership part isn't.
That's true. Oh god, imagine it comes down to that. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, so the worst case scenario is that you need a torn page in
HB2.
Yeah, that is the worst case scenario. Torn pages literally could exist anywhere in the sea. That's obviously not in a dead world. You could have a page in Hollow Bastion, page in OC, page in LOD, page behind a page in Agrabah. So the whole seed is wide open.
Yeah, not quite yet, Blind Chaos. Auto Valor is still an option that LittleHerdez has available.
Yeah, I feel like you consider Auto Valor right now. Like, you should go to the one that was. Are you gonna do it here? Because all your forms are at 6. Maybe they're like, oh, I want to go back for the chests. Okay, they are.
Oh no. Oh no.
Again, this is still a fine choice. It's just, it's unfortunate that you skipped all the chests immediately.
Right.
If your intention was, I'm just gonna go check them right now, or I'm gonna go check them later.
Well,
It's
while
just
you were
unfortunate.
gone, LittleHerdez didn't just go TT3. Oh wait, he was probably setting the cutscene flag. That's what he was doing. I was wondering why he went into the world that never was, because like it made sense. Like if you have only Auto Valor and Final Form to level, you just go into the world that never was, because you can do both there. But I didn't realize he was just setting the cutscene flag.
All right, well, he gets the he gets the voucher card anyway. Just gets it right there, which is fine.
Oh my god, and I just realized WarehouseJesus doesn't have the limit form or treaty limit for this, so these struggle fights really do be a struggle for him. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's also no fires. Literally, we haven't found a single
no
fire.
fires, no one baby reflect, no blizzards either. Poor guy. This poor guy
That's
has
actually-
to do everything with nothing.
Yeah, that's actually impressive that both players only have Thundara as their offensive magic.
I think Agrabah is the sleeper world, by the way.
Now,
Well, actually, no, it's gotta be OC, isn't it? OC has all
Well,
those gems.
yeah,
HP
so
maybe?
if you want to hear the worst thing, is what if there's a torn page locked behind Agrabah 2?
They have the smooth card.
Yeah, but
But they don't have the
a
fires or
blizzard.
blizzards. Well, they'll probably just pick it up in Agrabah. My bet is there's a fire and blizzard in AG1.
Yeah. Right, so Herdez is finally picking to level Auto Valor. Now they are choosing to level it like just up here, which is okay. You're not gonna get your hit count efficiently. Okay, they are realizing they're wasting their time, and they should go down to the creepers. Or at least not to the assassins. Alright,
Oh my god,
so
it's a level 7
pages-
drive!
Pages...
Push for the pages begins.
Pages are required. what a final scene to end on.
Oh man.
So this is actually just these guys didn't get to play the open qualifiers, which was a final 7th or a Form 17. They finally get to do it.
HB push here.
I respect it. Just good check density here.
Right. Yeah. Warehouse was running into a similar issue that LittleHerdez was having, where he kind of has to take damage for a while, and he doesn't have the master form that LittleHerdez had the pleasure of having.
Honestly, that's such an insane find for LittleHerdez. Literally the first, like, not the first, but like one of the first few checks you get is master form.
He's gonna get a reflect out of this, though, right? It was like on road. I think it was.
He
Master
should,
4.
yeah.
There it is.
Oh yeah, there it is. And so, since we are seeing some new content, is there a elusive one page here? Now, the farthest check in HB is just mushrooms. There's no core, no data, no Sephi. So, basically, you can just bum rush all this if you really wanted.
So if there's none of that, then most of the check density happens before Demix. There's only 4 chests in the Crystal Fissure, and then 3 checks on 1K. There's a get bonus and 3 pop-ups. So 4, 4, and then 3. So there's 11 checks after Demix. And I'm pretty sure there's about as many before, probably slightly more.
Come on, give us a page. You know what sucks is they still have to find a second page, potentially.
Put the 2 remaining pages on the 2 AS fights that are left. Why not?
Okay, we're here for a good time, not a long time.
I'm here for both. I get paid by the hour, so...
I wasn't told this agreement.
Well, I'm letting you know my hourly right now. You get paid? Exactly. Imagine if I did.
Alright, so WarehouseJesus does pick up the limit form off of Auto Valor 3. Is it still not here? These are the last two chests before we gotta do slightly deeper content. Okay, well there's our first blizzard. And slide dash? Okay. Sure. Alright, well, we do see the aggro push after all. Man, at this point, you are just blindly searching.
So, LittleHerdez decided not... Oh, because no fire for Demet? You have limit form, though, right?
Yeah, you can smelt the fight with limit.
Bro, why did we have the most intense music when we were doing the OC shotgun, and now this is what's playing?
Oh, it's fine.
Okay. I believe there will be a fire along the way for LittleHerdez. But the turn page will be on like this. Oh, there's the experience boost. Imagine, WarehouseJesus considered going to Agrabah at one point. Imagine if he did before trying to get up to level 46. Oh my god. WarehouseJesus just managed to avoid everything that makes KH2 Rando fun. All the reflects, the limit form, the once more, the experience boost. Poor guy. Fire! Give him a fire!
Yo, CJ, thanks for the raid, appreciate it. Man, I feel so bad for us, Jesus. They're finally doing this.
Oh my god. Fire! I probably shouldn't yell fire in my apartment complex, but... but give it to him, please. Oh my god. Oh, what is going on? Alright, I like this play. Go back to get Demix with the limit form. Burn, baby, burn with no fire. Ice burn. So, in terms of check density, we've got HB and OC really that are just... in fact, those are like really the only two worlds that can actually have anything. SK2 is on the table. And that's it, right? Those are the only two... oh, and LOD. LOD could still have something. Okay. Mr. Gamer be like, yeah. Okay. We're gonna see limit. Yep. Okay. I like this. Pop that ether and then straight to Arthur. Beautiful. So interesting choice for WarehouseJesus to use Master up here. I don't think that there's You don't get any orbs. Oh, you do get orbs here. Okay, I'm just dumb. Okay. I learned something today. I did not know they drop orbs. Now, that's still not nearly as many as the gamblers would drop. Jackpot drive converter. That might do it. That might do it. But it's still, it doesn't change the fact that the best way to still get that is, even with a jackpot and drive converter, you can just go get the, you can just go to Luxord's room and play with the gamblers.
But I've returned, going through chaos right now. So, fun fact for my personal life stuff, I have to pick up my parents from a bus station.
Right now?
No, in a bit. The plan was the seed starts early, so I can pick them up on time. But I don't think this will. I'm not quite sure.
I won't be able to. Do you have a mod that can mods braid on your behalf? I don't know if you can.
Depends, but no, this is fine. No, I'll be here.
Okay.
This is really unfortunate. But anyway, back to the seed. I appreciate that LittleHerdez is actually pushing all of Bastion.
I think we're going to see HB into OC just for check velocity alone.
Wow, 2 blizzards were here. And second chance. Okay, it's at least done. That's kind of nice. You don't have to do 1K.
OC or LOD? Which one do we do? Probably OC, right? It's just got more checks. Did I say check velocity? I meant density. What is wrong with me? Check velocity? The
speed?
The checks are moving away from us at very high speeds. Oh my god. Yeah. So, but is there... Okay, so WarehouseJesus is unaware of the master form in LOD.
Yeah, they are a couple hints behind. I believe that was hint 13 or 12 that hints for LOD.
And unfortunately does not know. Man, this is rough. He literally can't make progress without finding a page. Oh my god. I mean, I guess if he goes to LOD, then he can make progress, but like from his perspective, if he's not going to go to LOD unless it's hinted, can't make progress without page. That's crazy.
Alright, well, you got a Cerberus fight. Ends on Ragnarok. Very clean.
Beautiful.
Yo, dodge slash? What a great ability.
I mean, we still have 3 ASs that could have a page or 2. We still have Zexion, we still have Lexaeus, we still have Larxene. We still have Stormrider. We got plenty of content that can be a deep page.
Why are you wishing this upon them? That's my job.
I'm not wishing it. I am just making KH2 aware of the dangerous places that these torn pages can be. I'm not saying I want.
Dude, there's honestly a lot of spots it could just be in. It's honestly so scary to play this.
I have a suspicion that there's going to be one in just the large density of checks here at OC. I have a hard time imagining that of all the checks that we have left, that OC doesn't have at least one of those pages.
WarehouseJesus is gonna go do the rest of Hollow Bastion. Will unfortunately not find anything here but a Blizzard and second chance.
Where are the fires?
Oh, hey, well, we found another Blizzard.
Where are the fires?
This is
The game
actually
said
very
no.
impressive. This is very impressive. We are without a single fire. Just give them one. I don't even care if they don't use it. Just give them one.
I asked where the fires were, and the game said absolutely not.
Well, there's the magnet. So that means Pan is somewhere just vibing in in SP. Alright, WarehouseJesus clear on through Demix. Now I was gonna do the 1k struggles. I don't think they have magnet, so this will be rough.
Oh my god.
Oh, wait, sorry. No, they have Magnera. This is fine. For some reason, I thought they only had a baby magnet.
Where was it? Oh, we just got magnet free, right?
LittleHerdez on through Demix and gets a torn
there
page. Okay, now
right.
The fear. If you want a terrible seed, you want Valor to be on Starry Hill.
I think with normal logic, you're more likely to find it in Spooky Cave, but you know.
This is just for Valor form, by the way.
Yeah,
this is
we still have to
just for
actually get
Valor.
we still have to get the proof. So, from our perspective, we have TT3 access, so that's where we can get Master and Final level, and Valor. All things considered. Oh my god, that's where the other experience boost was.
LittleHerdez is playing the smart. You're going for all the chests first before doing the escort. Usually, with, as you said, normal item placement, you're likely to just get in one of the chests.
Is there one more? Okay, going this way forward.
Going the long way. Alright, now it's to do the minigame. You do get one check here.
Oh my god. So we do have a Yeet of Air Valor. Oh my god. Okay, wait. Page potential here? Wait, there could be a page in 100 Acre. I didn't even consider that. Like on this.
There could be. It's terrible, but it could happen.
Well, wouldn't that be good?
Going a little bit
that
too fast.
Good, right?
No, yeah,
then
you covered all your
Valor
bases.
Right
LittleHerdez, be very careful not to go too far. Leave your animals behind.
You know, during Fresh Faces, I coined the term New Proof Opportunity, NPO, but now that NPO stands for New Page Opportunity, and that's what we're seeing here from WarehouseJesus. Oh, there's the Valor form.
Alright, we're in basically go mode, because we know the proof is somewhere on drives. We just have to guess where it is. But now we get to level, and I think on that note, I'm 99% confident that Herdez has this. I feel like you would have to have the worst possible grinding, the slowest possible grinding, to lose this.
WarehouseJesus still has to go find the master form, find another torn page, do the third mini game, and then get all the forms up to 7. Or, you know, you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's so much that WarehouseJesus has to cover. Like, they still don't even have the hint for the master, potentially, which is also the hard part. Oh, just give Herdez a level up, please. Okay, we're free. Wow.
Spam those Valor 7 emotes, chat. It
Valor
happened.
7. Oh my god. It's been a very long time since I've seen Valor 7 have a...
So what exactly gave LittleHerdez such an advantage? Because early on we thought that he was going to get duped by not having TT3 access. He ended up pushing PR early, unhinted for the proof, which worked out in his favor tremendously. He pushed STT really early, which eliminated it for him.
I definitely think it was a combination of just having better fights, getting tools slightly sooner. Because obviously, like, if you look at it, you have like Magnega.
Tool, right?
Yeah. I think honestly pushing that STT helped a little bit, and also make sure you leveled your autos. But, like, he got the auto, or he got limit from the auto valor, right? So that alone definitely helped a lot.
Right, that early limit form just made so many of the fights easier. You were further along with your drive levels by the time you realized that it was on the drive levels. That's true. Partially, though, there were just some lucky blind pushes, right? Like LOD, I don't think was hinted at the time that LittleHerdez pushed it. Oh yeah, Geek, we have a relevant question. I don't know if you're willing to divulge. Where are our what? Where are
our fires?
What did I say?
So, oh god. Well, no, that's pretty bad. So there's a fire in Throne Room. There's a fire on Genie Jafar. Wishing Lamp check.
So you only had 2 fires that you could have access to get into KH2. Nice.
Yeah, and then there's a fire on Wisdom 7. So, if you played the seed correctly, you were never ever going to get a fire. Never. Now, granted, the closest fire you could have gotten is the one probably in LOD here, if you push Throne Room for pages or something. But aside from that, it's oh boy, looking a little rough. And I will clarify, the last torn page, the optional page, I suppose, if you want to call it as such, is in Village Cave. So, if you just kept doing LOD, which I guess WarehouseJesus could potentially have done, you will get your last torn page required for the Valor proof. Or, for the Valor form. So, Raiden would have won these. Back to the inside joke.
Well, but he'd also have to push OC.
Oh.
Oh wait, no, he wouldn't. No, he wouldn't.
Debatable.
He would get the the page in LOD. So no, Raiden wins these. Yeah, you're right. Raiden wins these.
Yeah, so you get the one page. So the required pages were some combination of 4. You're likely going to have, for anyone normally playing, you would have the 3 typical pages: the one on levels, the 2 in Twilight Town, and then your one page you have to figure out is either OC on Demix or in LOD Village Cave. That's the only way about it. The WarehouseJesus is opting to work on their levels a bit more.
Not really another option that he has on the table, but right.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately.
What I do.
Yeah, I will say a lot of this, unfortunately, did come down to a little bit of routing choices, but also I think some other things were like having better stats definitely helped for like the initial part. Lucking into a Reflect did a little bit of it as well for Herdez.
The limit form early was also huge.
Yeah, working on, honestly, that was probably a big turning point, is just getting that early. Like, regardless of whether it paid out or not, just having access to that form and getting that extra progression points as like soon as you could helps a lot. Alright, that is Herdez clear on through Armored 1, or sorry, Armored 2, and all they got left is our boy Final Zemnis. Very clean fight so far. Being very careful by reflecting extra few times.
Oh. Okay. And we still have some magic. Pop an ether. Nice.
Alright. Now this is laser phase.
Getting that guard in so we don't over damage.
Yeah, I think the reflects are coming out a little late.
Okay, we should have
just double reflect here, session.
Nice!
And with that, that is
back-to-back wins.
GG's to LittleHerdez. Congrats on finishing, getting first. Oh, WarehouseJesus accidentally hit done instead of forfeit. I hope that doesn't scare Herdez.
No. Warehouse will immediately correct anyone.
Yeah, I think you can't actually fix it.
Oh, because they both hit done. I see, right? Because
Yeah.
the race ended.
Yeah, a small technicality issue, but the Herdez should know. Yeah, honestly, big GGs to LittleHerdez, and we have our winner of Path of Kings. That'll be honestly, this is such a stacked bracket, a stacked set of races overall. Kind of insane.
If there's anything that I've noticed about these Wayfinders, is they're not going to be Wayfinders. These guys are playing at a level that, like, if you like this time last year for King of the Crown, like I had like an awareness of what the beginners look like. Beginners is not an accurate word to describe this anymore. They are improving at an exponential rate.
Alright, and we do have an interview actually. I can call Herdez.
An interview?
Well, hello there. Congrats.
Thank you. Hello.
How was that scene?
So when I first saw it, I had no idea what the hell you rolled, because all of our shotguns and leveling were out the window. So you had to kind of like figure it out. But the non-existence and peace proof kept on confusing me. Through the whole scene, I kept saying to myself, TT drives, STT, and I could not figure it out. So, yeah, drive roulette.
It actually be like that sometimes. What was like the scariest part, I guess, of that scene?
I think the scariest part was, honestly, it was when I had to go page hunting, and I had to dive dead worlds. And the scariest part was, where were the fires? Because if something was in Agrabah 2, we also had to go find fires. And that's what I was getting afraid of. Because I'm like, I haven't pushed OC, I haven't pushed LOD. Where is the fires?
To tell you, I already told chat, but the fires were in Throne Room.
Gross.
Genie Jafar.
Grosser.
And Wisdom 7.
So the funny thing is, I would have got that fire at the end, but I accidentally went into Valor. And I was like, I'll just level up Valor first.
Accidental proof finds.
It was an accident. I meant to go into Wisdom first, but with Auto Valor being found, I forget exactly where I found it, but with it being found so early, and then I kind of was like, okay, if it's drives or TT, I'm going to have to level drives at some point. So let me just start getting Auto Valor done in case I don't find it. And then once I got it all the forms up to 6, I'm like, I'm going to have to find Valor. So that's when I went to Disney Castle, and I was like, wait a minute, there's no non-existence here, so this has to be ice cream. And then I skipped all the chests in Twilight Town, and I got scared then too. So yeah,
we saw you go back and pick up the membership card. I'm like, man, that's another rabbit hole to confuse you.
It did. Obviously, I went to go get all the blizzards that were in Halloween, in Hollow Bastion. So, but it was just the page hunt that was just kind of scary, is mostly what it was, and figuring out where it was, because I don't push OC, so if it was an OC, I'm like, I'm behind. And once it started dwindling down, I'm like, I just felt behind the whole time once I didn't check OC.
Right. Ro, do you have any one question to ask really quickly before I get to my last one?
No, I just have a question for Geek. Like, will you roll a seed that like actually provides the instant path?
All right. So, LittleHerdez, last question for you.
Mm-hmm.
We know you actually kind of admitted or have mentioned that you basically have not played Paths before, and this this tournament was your first time. How was the learning experience and getting used to it?
It was quite the learning experience. The way my brain worked was I initially wanted to put it as chain logic for a lot of it, but my wife was mostly helping me because she clicked with Path very early. So she is actually the one that gave me most of the information of starting to click, of like, hey, it's not chain, this is how you look at things like that. And as I started playing Seeds and I started putting those pieces together, it actually became really fun and really interesting way to kind of approach the Seed. It was way difficult at first to try to piece it together because your mind's like, okay, this points to this, but there's two proofs here. So which one is it? Is it double proof? Is it one proof? And then when you start getting 6 or 7 items in a world like Twilight Town, it's a matter of which one is actually pointing to the proof. Because the way I saw it was all of them were pointing to the proof. So it was a steep learning curve at first, but once you kind of understand how it works and overlapping and it's not chain logic, it becomes pretty straightforward. The only unfortunate thing is when you have to dive dead worlds because things are not going to be hinted, so you have to just find stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately, you didn't have to do that, but you did get to play a Path Seed. And honestly,
Yes.
big GGs, congrats again for winning this week. Super insane bracket run for everyone involved. It was honestly I feel like anyone for a while.
Yeah, it was the qual seeds and the relegation seeds. Watching those, I was kind of deeply afraid when we got into the top 8 and top 4. And then we actually got to do Path in top 8 and top 4, so that was fun.
Yeah. So, yeah, congrats again. Thank you so much, and we'll see you for Eat the Crown top 8. It'll be
thank you
exciting
so
to
much.
see you there.
Of course, thank you.
And on that note, one more time for y'all chat. Here is your bracket. All your open qualifier winners, all your relegations winners, top 8 group race, top 4 group race, and your finals winner, LittleHerdez. Big GGs all around.